How does supposed to poppin' bees?
What's poppin' bees?
What's poppin' bees? Welcome back to BeerSos.
Maybe
we got a story to tell you guys today.
when I drink, I forget.
Me and Derek went to our friend Baldy's party. It was like he opened his own vintage store. Huge congratulations to the bro.
Totally go there.
Pull up. It's in Chinatown in Vancouver.
Google
It's
it.
fucking fantastic.
We might be there.
We might be there, so there's a chance you might see us.
And I'm walking around with $20 in my back pocket.
Yeah.
So if you take it, you win.
It's like flag football. Just like pull the flag out. You know what I mean? And then we're chilling at this party. And for some reason, I don't know how this happened. Like, I honestly don't know how this fucking happened. But
No, that's bad.
But this narrative was spreading. Like, also, Baldy knows infinite people. Like, 60 people were there, and he was, like, friends with all of them. I was like, fuck, dude, I can't even name 60 people right now.
I genuinely don't know 60 people.
Yeah. And this notion started spreading amongst the party that me and Derek were fuckboys. Give more context to this, bro. How the fuck did this happen? Guys,
I'm going to try to give
I'm
context.
actually upset.
I'm going to try to give context in a respectful manner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm on my respectful stuff now.
Okay.
I'm a changed guy.
You're wrong on the respect grind.
So I think we go in, and I think we're very like double up when we go to parties. Like, we stick together.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that makes sense. I feel like a lot of people do that at parties.
Yeah.
They double up.
And also, Baldy is a content creator. We've been posting on his stories, all that stuff. We walk in, people generally can recognize us or like, those are the podcast guys, right?
Yeah.
So having the podcast also just makes people, you know, have generalizations over us. Guy with podcasts, you know.
It's not a great thing to say.
Like, when my girlfriend is talking to her friends about me or somebody new, and then the friend is like, oh, what does he do? I'm not offended if my girlfriend's like, okay, just hear me out.
Yeah, because it's naturally a red flag. It's a red flag when anyone says influencer, content creator, or worst of all, podcast guy.
Yeah, podcast guy.
That never hits the ear well, no matter what.
So it just sounds like we're making podcasts about like hating women and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when someone's like podcast guy. So I understand that can come with negative connotations. The fuckboy thing.
What made people think that though? Because like, how did first off, like, I don't want to out anybody too.
I'm not
That's the
trying to
fucking
out
thing.
Anybody,
but how do we say it? I might cut this out, but there. Actual. Okay.
Took it too far already.
Okay. Fuck.
There was fuckboys in the vicinity of where we were hanging out.
Yeah.
And people had perceived that we knew them.
And we literally, no, people perceive that we were good friends with them. And I never met these guys once in my life. Like, I barely talked to them too at the party. Like, I barely spoke to them.
Mm-hmm. And like, what's offensive about that is because it's just untrue.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to be a fuckboy.
Yeah.
I'm not a fuckboy. Guys, am I a fuckboy? And then, you know what happens 2 weeks after that?
What?
Maybe not even 2 weeks. I don't know. I blocked this all out.
You literally trauma,
You know what
guys.
happened like 3 weeks after
What?
that? Somebody comments on one of our posts like, oh my god, Derek gives such SoCal Asian Valorant boba player
Jesus
vibes.
Oh my god,
and I posted on the story, remember?
Dude, no lie, I'm actually sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that.
And then I posted on the story,
yeah.
and then I was like, is this true? And then it was like 80% yes.
No lie, I know a lot of those people were trolling. Like, a lot of those people
know.
were trolling, but just like, where does that narrative come from? I'm so confused.
I don't play Valorant.
Dude, you know what? If anything, he plays Poppin' Bees.
What's poppin' bees?
What's Poppin' Bees? Welcome back to BeerSos. My name is Nicholas Ponspat.
My name is DRK02, SoCal Derek Zoo.
God damn. God.
Boy, Derek Zoo.
No, but you know what? I'm so sorry that happened, mate. I'm so sorry that happened. I was cheesed when I heard about the fuckboy thing, and I don't wanna like shame fuckboys.
Like, go be a fuckboy if that makes you happy.
Yeah,
but
like if that makes you feel good in life, do what you gotta
not
do.
me, though.
But that personally, like, what the thing is what I think was frustrating about it was it's just a narrative that is untrue.
Yeah.
And it was just everyone at that party just thought I was a fuckboy.
Like, if everyone was like, oh my god, that guy's dad killed himself probably. It's like, okay, I don't like the rumors, but it's true.
Yeah.
And if it's true, then it's like, fuck it. I can't even be that mad.
That was just an untrue fact that just everyone at that party just thought we were fuckboys. Like, fuck, man. Shit.
But they don't know us, but I still care, you know?
Yeah, well, no, I see what you mean.
I don't care. Like, you can rationalize and be like, they don't know you, so what they say about you doesn't matter. But it still does to me. Like, I don't want to be, I want to be seen as like a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that is respectful. That is cool. I want status. And fuckboy isn't of status.
But what made people think we were fuckboys? I don't remember our exact fits that night, but I don't think they were like giving humongous fuckboy vibes.
I think they were, well, you know, the definition of fuckboys changed because in high school, a fuckboy was like some kid who would wear like jerseys over his sweater.
Oh yeah,
party, right. That's,
oh my god, no, the sweater and flannel combo.
That's fuckboy
with the joggers.
Yeah,
and Vans.
And you shop at Zoomies, but you've never skated.
Yeah,
that's fuckboy in high school. But I think now fuckboy is advanced to a, you know, I'm not gonna lie, because I want to be objective, and maybe we're just wrong. But I did wear my boxy fit cropped tee.
Bro did have a slutty on. Bro did have a slutty on. Like, does our style give fuckboy?
Yeah.
Shit. Because I remember me and Derek went to go eat chicken after that party.
And we were cheesed.
And we were like, really like, Derek was like having a crisis kind of in his head. He's like, damn, I gotta change my life around. I gotta switch up something.
This is like if you were walking on downtown East Side and someone gave you money. It's like,
no, but that means my fit went hard though.
but it's like the people think you're homeless.
Yeah.
It's like, yo,
like
what is that? Like, I don't want that to be a thing that I'm seen as. Even in the sense of like when my mom dropped me off downtown the other day, and I was gonna go drinking with my girlfriend. She dropped us off. She was like, "Where are you going?" And I had to like tell her, I'm not going to the club. I'm literally going to a pub to drink with old white guys. I swear to God.
Yeah. Like, dude, okay, when your mom, bro was trying to control his mom's perception.
I don't want to be seen as a fuckboy. And you know what? I wouldn't have tried to control my mom's perception if I wasn't seen as a fuckboy before. And if I didn't get the SoCal vibe. Or, you know?
Yeah, huh? Because, I mean, say we walk into a bar, right? What do you think people's automatic perception of us is based off just how we look?
A bar? What type of bar?
I guess it depends. I guess it depends
on the bar.
Because like I went to what's that bar on Granville, like the one with the mechanical bull? The one with the mechanical
saloon.
Bull. Yeah, I literally like
saloon.
Something saloon. I walked in there and I just know like the crowd in there just would never fuck with me. Dude.
It's like a white crowd, right?
Well, it's just not. It's like a mega white, like insane.
So I don't even know if those people think we're fuckboys. Like, I think the mega white crowd that like puts a cowboy hat on and goes out drinking just thinks we're like
pussies.
Like they probably, if I have my sleeves covered, they might think I have a 4 GPA, bro.
Yeah, they might.
Like, I have no clue what they could possibly think of me because I've never experienced any interaction with somebody like that.
Yeah, but I guess it depends on the bar. Like right now, generalize us. Like say you're like go out of body right now and generalize us. If we walked into just
I'll go younger and older crowd. Yeah. So a lot of the times bars are a little bit older.
Yeah.
They probably just think we're kids.
Mm-hmm.
But like I want to say our crowd, let's say we walk into something more Gen Z.
Yeah.
They probably think we're fuckboys.
Fuck me, dude.
And I'm acknowledging it, and it doesn't feel good. Like this is a hit to my heart.
Yeah,
right
yeah. No, because when I heard that news, it was heartbreaking, to be honest.
I think what makes it fuckboyish is it's a purely external.
Yeah,
it's purely external.
Mm-hmm.
Like you,
I just don't think I sound. I don't even think my voice like. Do I have a fuckboy voice, bro?
I didn't even think about that. Like, do we talk like fuckboys?
I don't know. We'd be talking about our foreskin and shit.
Is that just fuckboy or is
that's insane, boy.
I'm trying to spread awareness.
Yeah. I'm trying to spread awareness, boys.
I didn't think about tone because a fuckboy talks like, yo, that Travis Scott concert was lit. I don't know why.
Why do you default to London, bro?
Like, dude, that Travis Scott concert was lit last night. Also,
Fiend.
Did you see Megan's bikini pic?
Oh my god, no, I had to like it, bro.
Dude, I totally did more than just like it, bro.
Oh god.
Like, that's what a fuckboy sounds like to me.
Yeah.
And when we drink, I don't even when we drink, I don't think we were sound remotely.
Oh
like
no,
that.
not at all. No.
So tone is gone, I think. Voice is gone.
Yeah.
I think it's purely based on like we dress sort of like we care about what we wear.
Yeah.
And when you care about what you wear and the way we dress, I don't really know how to describe it, but we follow TikTok fashion people and stuff like that. And we
are Wong.
Yeah. And we care. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And we care about what we wear. And we dressed similarly to maybe fuckboys.
Shit.
But what's the line between I just care about fashion and I manipulate women? Like, where's the line? And why am I in the wrong line?
Well, the thing is,
why am I in the wrong line?
I feel like it's no matter what, like you can't control that narrative.
But I want to so bad.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. You know?
I want to control my whole narrative, so it's like for me, it's uncomfortable to not control what people think of me because then I can't accurately guess like how that person's gonna treat me.
Huh. Okay. Like
that was deep as fuck.
Yeah, damn. That's like marinated in me right now.
I really hate when I can't control how someone sees me.
Why?
It's just I don't know. It makes me like nervous
because I know you've said on the show before. Fuck, like if you like fuck what people think about you.
Yeah. Because I be saying,
but you do not practice what you preach.
No, I'm like Jay Shetty, bro.
I don't know who the fuck Jay Shetty is, bro.
I don't know
because I'm not a fuck boy, dude.
I think he's just like some podcaster that does mental health stuff, but he lied about his credentials.
Jay Shetty, I'm sorry. Jay, come on the show, bro.
No, because I'm always talking about guys. Who the fuck cares about what people think about you? You gotta live your life, no external validation. External validation is for weak people.
But you thrive off external validation.
I'm a weak person. On the down low, y'all. On the down low.
Okay, well you just come out today.
Please don't think of me differently. Oh god.
You just came out today. Today was you just came out of the closet.
I actually just came out the closet.
You came out the validation closet.
Well, did you think that I was like when I always say like, don't care about what people think. And there was a point where I actually thought that.
Yeah.
I think it has slowly diminished and I've become more insecure. Like, have I ever like project that? And you, in any sense where you could predict that I actually just said what I just said? Or would say what I just said?
I mean, I can totally cut this out of the show if you want, but I know you've become more insecure in more areas of your life and also your relationship as well. I think you became more insecure, and that's because I feel like this is the first time where you've really loved somebody and have been in love. And that new feeling comes with insecurities that need to be beat. Before you didn't really care because you weren't in a relationship that didn't make you happy. You weren't fulfilled and you didn't actually kind of love that person. Unlike now where you are so in love, it comes with more insecurities. It
does.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And So I think that's why you've grown more insecure as a person.
I think it's that. I think it's we're growing as creators. And I've always wanted to be taken seriously as a creator, but I really thought about it. I don't think there's a number of money I hit. I don't think there's a number of following I hit where I feel I'm taken seriously enough.
I feel like it's impossible to be taken seriously when we talk about fucking foreskin, like at least 3 times an episode. You know what I mean?
It's awareness.
Yeah,
I'm spreading awareness.
I think most, like, I would like to say sometimes we hit harder topics where we are taken seriously, but a majority of the time, even when it comes to just like scroll through the reels we post on fucking Instagram, all of them are just jokes, right? So it's so hard to be taken seriously, like in this when we're basically asking for it.
I mean, but how does that make you feel?
Personally, like, my God, like,
because there's comedians that you would be like, this person is a good person that's serious.
Yeah.
And I take their career seriously. And there's people that will say they're proud of me and will say that they take me serious, but I'm thinking it's like an internal thing for me. Maybe I don't take myself seriously. I'm working on that. I don't actually know.
I think it doesn't really, I'm really trying to form my thoughts here as I'm going.
Yeah, I hit you with a curveball.
Yeah, like, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, because part of me, like, I know we're asking for it. I can't even complain when we're fucking asking for it, when we talk about scratching our taints and then sniffing it. You know what I mean?
But everyone does it. It's like, for me, it's like everyone does it. You guys are all doing it.
And the thing is like, I think, like, I've become more and more unaware of the general consensus of BeerSos online.
Yeah.
And that's because like I haven't read comments in ages. I don't know, like I know we have a Discord, I know we have a Reddit. I don't know what the fuck is going on the Discord or the Reddit. I don't know what the fuck is going on in any of the comments just because I don't read them because I don't care if there's 99 nice ones. If there's one mean one, that's gonna stick out to me, and that's gonna totally throw off my game. And I don't deserve to read the 99 nice ones if the one comment is gonna fuck my shit up. So that's why
it's not you don't deserve it. It's just gonna fuck your shit up.
But like a majority of season 3, I don't read comments. I haven't read any of the YouTube comments in so long. I don't even fucking remember. The last video comments I read, the last comment section I read was Nico's battle with anxiety, just because Derek said, "Yo, dude, you should read the comments on this video."
Yeah.
And because Derek told me to do it. Besides that, I can't tell you the last time I read comments on a video.
I am starting to agree with you now.
Yeah.
Because when you first told me like, oh, like that one comment had a 99, I was like, I can't understand. Like, I would see why you would need to stop reading comments.
Yeah.
But like, I couldn't personally resonate with it. I'm more of a 99 to maybe 10 guy.
What do you mean, 99 to 10?
Like, if there's 99 good comments.
Oh.
Like if there was 9 bad comments, then 99 good, maybe I could stick it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think we're getting bigger and we're getting more following, especially on socials, and where people on social media are meaner than people on YouTube.
Well, the thing is, like, sorry to like interrupt you, but like for a certain amount of people that like you, there's always going to be a certain amount of people that dislike you. And if one scale rises, like the people that like you, there's also going to be a balance of people that don't like you, you know?
I think it's hard for my brain to take into, it's hard for my brain to separate the good and the bad. I'm starting to only see the bad now.
Yeah, and because, they stick out the most, to be honest. Like, it sticks out the most,
it's
and...
Like, oh, you guys are funny? Cool. You guys are cute? Cool. You're a loser? Like that shit... honestly, like, hurts my feelings now, bro.
Really?
Like, that shit started hurting my feelings, bro.
That's why I went cold turkey and I stopped. And I'm not gonna act like it's not hard to read them. Like, any single person on planet Earth, I don't give a fuck who you are. If the universe was like, dude, there's all these people talking about you online.
You want to know.
Like, you want to know. It's curious. And each week when I upload a new episode of YouTube, I'm so curious what people say. But I just stop myself from reading it because I'm sure there's many nice ones on there. But if there's one mean one, or there's like a couple mean ones, I'm just not going to read them because it's going to ruin my fucking day.
Yeah.
You know?
I have been on that shit recently. And
yeah.
I would say YouTube, you guys are chill as fuck.
I can't read the YouTube ones. I don't read the YouTube ones.
Because YouTube, you guys actually listen to us. My problem with the comments is like people will see one TikTok. People see one reel.
Yeah.
And generalize my whole personality. They'll be like, wow, his dad should have died. Or like, wow, I can't believe he has a girlfriend. I feel bad for her. And that shit like pisses me the fuck off. Like,
yeah.
I actually, and I've been getting irritated recently. That has to be it. There's got to be a
oh, surely, 100%, surely.
That shit pisses me the fuck off, especially when they like talk about my relationship, or they'll be like, "Oh, like, did you know your boyfriend talks about how like he had a sex dream about his mom?" First of all, you can't control your dreams, pussy. Second, you can't control your dreams.
Yeah, but at the same time, we're asking for it. We talked about whose fucking mom is hotter. Like, part of us is asking for it, and then when people on reels only see that, like, what do you think they're gonna say?
But it's like you don't have to be mean.
Yeah, and I think the reason why we've had such a hard time adjusting to it is because not once in my life I have never written a hate comment on anything. I've never taken anything I see on the internet personally. I've never been so mad where I have to fucking write a hate comment and post it on anything.
Like if I go to a pizza place and there's literally shit stains on the pizza, like, I'm not leaving you a bad review, bro. Like, no. I will just move on.
Dude, my Uber driver will make me want to throw the fuck up in the car and literally almost get in an accident and kill me, and I'll still rate him 5 stars.
Fuck it. Like, I will, same thing with me. I will never leave a hate comment. Like, when we used to get hate, I used to respond to it and be like, fuck you, pussy.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've gotten a hate overload just because there's more comments, especially since the new Derek Gerard episode just dropped. There's more people funneling in. There's so much judgment. And it's like, you can disagree with what I'm saying and tell me in a well-constructive manner. But I think there's a lot of like, there's two types of people. There's like fake progressive people that want to teach you something, but while teaching you it, just make fun of you for 5 minutes. It's like, that's not going to make me want to understand what you're saying. Yeah. And then there's people that just like cook the shit out of us for no reason.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, that's like I'm starting like a couple months ago. I came to the realization that that's what we signed up for.
I know, that's the thing.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
And you can either be open to dialogue with those people, like I'm talking about like the rude people that have that like don't like that just want to shit on us. You can either be open to dialogue with them or not, and I just chose not to. And it's made my life better.
They're not even open to it. And it will make my life better. Like I've recently been like, I can't read the TikTok comments anymore. I can't read the Instagrams anymore because people are so mean. And when I say people, again, it's the
1%. It's like not even the 0.1%.
Or even like the 5.
Yeah.
Recently, honestly, I would say like it's been like 5 to
10%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a significant amount of criticism for somebody that's like never gotten praised in their childhood.
Like these people are commenting.
Like if I had gotten praised in my childhood for being like a good kid, I might be able to take this better.
Yeah.
But like I was literally just like beat the shit out of as a kid. Like I can't take this criticism as an adult because I'm not built for this, bro.
I don't think anyone is meant to get hate at like or not. Yeah. I'm using the word hate loosely here, but it's like hate at like such a mass volume. You know what I mean? Like I don't think the human psychology was designed for this. You know, no, it wasn't designed to read a bunch of shit about you.
Like if I went back in time and did a survey of like, let's say there was like a caveman tribe. Yeah. There was this one caveman and I asked this whole tribe what you thought about him, like the bad things about him, and I showed him, he would die.
Yeah, he would like that.
He would actually have just combust.
Emotional breakdown.
Yeah, like,
you know,
Mother Nature did not make us, bro, to feel this much criticism.
Yeah,
like, it like hurt my feelings for a bit.
Yeah,
like genuinely, I'd walk around mad as fuck, and I'd be like, why am I so mad? And then when I would drink, like let's say I would go on like to a bar with my girlfriend, like the whole time I would be complaining about like how people are perceiving me wrong, and I hate that.
But I mean, like, there's not. At the same time, I understand why we are like everyone perceives everything in a different way.
Yeah.
And the hardest pill, like by far the hardest pill I've had to swallow in my whole fucking life.
And you don't even like swallowing pills.
I can't swallow pills.
Can't swallow
but the hardest pill I've ever had to swallow in my life is that I will never be able to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay. I have to be okay with that. And I've had to learn that as kind of quickly. I'm still learning that.
Yeah.
But I've had to learn it's the biggest pill I've ever have to fucking swallow in my life. I will never be able to make anybody happy. Like everyone happy, and that's okay.
The thing is, like, rationally, I'm such a rational guy, but I'm actually just like lying the whole time. I swear to God, bro. I'll be like, rational this, rational that, but I won't actually take what I say.
Yeah.
But like rationally, yeah, like these people don't actually know me, right? My relationships right now, amazing.
Yeah.
If I told myself 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, this is what I'd be doing, amazing.
Yeah.
But it's like, then why do I care about like 20 bad comments on a TikTok like once a day? And it's because I care, is because I'm insecure about how people see me. Like I'm insecure.
What could I ask you something here? Like because usually if a comment hits you, it means that you honestly agree with that insecurity. Like could I ask, you don't have to answer.
This is a little true.
What do people say that make you feel insecure? Because if somebody calls, as an example, if somebody calls me stupid, I don't care because I know I'm kind of fucking stupid. And I also...
You don't care.
I know why. I know I'm kind of stupid. Also, I know, like, I'm not an idiot. Like, I do possess a form of intelligence somewhat. So I don't... Like, that kind of rubs off my shoulders, you know? But if somebody called me ugly, I am... Like, I do have pretty bad body image. Like, that makes me feel bad.
I'll tell you
if
one
somebody
thing.
calls me stupid.
I'll tell you one thing. We've gotten a lot of criticism. Nobody comments about our looks, though. Let's go!
But that's an example, you know? Like, are there certain things that people say that irritate you because you maybe find truth in it?
Some sort of truth.
Or you're just insecure about it, you know?
So, I mean, there's a couple, but when people are like, he's a piece of shit.
I mean...
Like, I'm insecure about being a bad person. Yeah. I don't think I'm actually objectively a bad person, but I think my perception of myself has been morphed by comments where I think like I'm worse than I actually am. Yeah.
Well, I think when I feel like the internet is in such a black and white time.
It's either like good person or bad
it's either you're good or you're bad. And then when you insert yourself as this kind of gray, more like we're unhinged a little bit, to be honest. Like we're unhinged, and when you insert yourself in as this unhinged figure, you're gonna get backlash from both sides, you know?
And I think with a lot of like Gen Z audience, they were more willing to place. And this is I'm talking about me, but like me as a bad person, and that is like an insecurity I have where I want to be seen as a good person. I want to be seen as status. I really care about status right now.
Wait, why is that? Because I feel like you never cared about that before.
I don't know. I feel like maybe I feel inadequate. So if maybe I have a cool job with a cool car with a cool mindset, then maybe people will respect me.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. So it's more like you feel like your physical wealth will gain respect for you because
following just a number.
I feel like media automatically prones us to do that, because you like on the internet people naturally flex. Like last example, Rice Gum. You grew up watching Rice Gum. And he always flexes North Face Supreme.
He was like, "Wow, Rice, you're not wearing designer today," and he was like,
North Face Gucci. You know what I mean? And I understand what you mean to that extent. Like that's not unnecessarily an insecurity I have. I've literally flexed how shit my socks are, guys. And that was like a reel that blew up.
But for me, it's like if I had shitty socks, I couldn't flex them because then people would be like, wow, he has shitty socks. And for me, that's like, they're calling me a bitch. I care so much about like being taken seriously that like, I just care so much about being taken seriously that when people diminish like what we've achieved and people don't respect me, like hurts. So when people like, he's a piece of shit or like, he's not funny.
I mean, there's always the amount of people that will say that is going to grow, by the way. So just get ready.
Of course.
Like it's going to grow.
And like I don't think I'm handling that well.
Yeah.
Because I'm so insecure about it. Like I need to control what people think and I want people to in my head, and this is not true. But if I hit this number or hit this amount of money or I have this nice clothes or I have this nice car, that people will eventually respect me.
Do you not feel respected?
No.
Well, I guess I think to give you maybe a taste of what reality looks like right now is a lot of people do, but it's that really loud 5%.
I know.
Because a lot of people do respect you. A lot of people do actually, I think, appreciate a lot of what you have to say and advice you have to give. And I would like to say that you've actually impacted many people in a positive way.
Of course.
But that 5% is going to fucking ruin it.
No, that
you know what I mean?
5%. You fucking 5%.
Yeah,
I swear to God. Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah, that 5%.
Like rationally, you're correct. I just like can't get it in my head. I just can't.
Yeah, and I think I went cold turkey so long ago that I'm less affected by it.
You're a little bit healed, bro.
I'm literally
I gotta get on your journey.
And I feel like it's really benefiting. I feel like not reading comments, like I feel like it makes me a better performer.
Yes.
I think it makes me more focused as well. Like I'm focused. I don't even know how many followers we have on Instagram right now, but like you ask me any other day of the week, I don't know. I don't even know how many subscribers we have on YouTube, but I don't check any of the following count. I don't check views. I don't check anything. My sole focus is working on the main episode of BeerSos, publishing that every Friday, and that's all I give a fuck about. I don't care about the numbers. I don't check views. I don't check likes. I don't check anything.
That's the healthy way to do it. I'm realizing that is the healthy way. I thought I could push through.
Yeah.
I thought I was like strong-willed. I'm just like, I'm not saying it's weak. It's not weak or anything. Like that is just the correct way to do it.
Well, because I literally used to call Derek in the middle of the night and FaceTime him freaking out because there would be one or two comments that would fucking get to me. And I used to freak out and call this guy. And and by the way, thank you for helping me through that. I used to call Derek Gerard. Derek Gerard, if you're watching, thank you so much. He gave me so much advice too. And like with comments and like I was freaking the fuck out. And I was just like, I cannot keep doing this to myself. So I just had to stop. I talked to my therapist. I just had to fucking stop.
Yeah, I still catch myself, waking up, hitting that comment section on TikTok, on Instagram. I'm always going to do YouTube because you guys are actually nice and chill as fuck.
Yo, love you guys. Actually love you guys.
And I think I'm going to stick to that. And I'm trying.
Yeah.
For me, it's more like, it's built in my brain to be like, wake up, check comments. I read every single comment on the Derek Gerard library show.
Dude, I did not read that many.
Why did I do that?
I don't know.
Like, it's like I was injecting poison.
Actually, you know why? I do know. For context, me and Derek have been doing BeerSos for about 3 years now. And the first 2 years of BeerSos, You know how many fucking comments we got on a video?
Like 1,
3.
bro. Yeah.
Maybe 3. You know how many DMs we would get a week? 0.5.
Yeah, because it would come in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I think a mistake we made early on, and I can't blame us for doing this, but we create a habit of automatically checking comments or automatically checking
like,
DMs.
Oh my God, did I get a comment today?
Yeah, once we got one, because there would only be 3.
Yeah.
Right? Opposed to now when there's so many more, and there would only be 3, and they'd just be nice. And then I think we got into this constant habit of doing it, and that habit didn't turn off. You know, so even though we get many more DMs, many more comments, that habit didn't turn off for you. It didn't switch off. You know,
it's actually just
you have to
ingrained.
manually do it.
It's like waking up and being like, "What time is it?"
Yeah.
Like I check comments before I realize I'm Asian, bro.
Dude, yeah, see, and that'll fuck you up. That'll fuck you up. And I don't want to, my goal with this statement isn't to disregard all the nice things people have to say. Like BeerSos meals, all the BeerSos fan pages, like you guys are fucking awesome, making cool ass edits. I know there's so many people that really enjoy the content we make.
And those people that comment like, you guys really helped my day. Like the amount of you guys have helped my days outweighs the negativity by so much. We just can't handle it for some reason.
And my goal isn't to disregard any of you who do that. Like, thank you guys so much for supporting. Even if you just tune in, watch, and you don't comment, you don't like, you don't subscribe, it just makes your day a little bit better. Thank you so much, and thank you for your support. My goal is not to undermine any of you guys. You know?
What do you think like people think of us on the internet?
Dude, because the thing is, it's like, because I don't know. You have a way better general consensus of what people think about us, because I don't know. And I always just assume the worst. And what I honestly think is, and I feel like I'm generally kind of right here. I perceive it more negative. I think people just think we're unhinged, stupid idiots. And I perceive it as more negative.
The reality is, I also can't give an objective take because I will always focus on negativity too.
Yeah.
But really looking back at purely on social media, and I'm not talking about YouTube, because YouTube and Spotify listeners have a better sense of us because they listen to an hour of it. Whereas if I mark a clip from like a 3-minute mark to a 6-minute mark and I make the clip 40 seconds, it's so condensed that you can't.
The amount of context you're getting rid of
is so much.
Yeah. Like as an example, because I don't want to victimize ourselves too. Like I'm trying to.
At the same time, we signed up for this, but we're allowed to complain because I'm gonna complain even if I'm a billionaire. I'm gonna complain every time because I just want to complain about shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, people are always gonna have their own projections. Yeah. People are always gonna project people that we see in person, people that we see online, and I think I'm getting better at being okay with those projections, besides the fuckboy one. And
the fuckboy one,
I'm not cool with that. And just being like, yeah, people are gonna say what they're gonna say. Like, we can't do really much about it. We're gonna keep talking about foreskin. Literally, the 4th episode of BeerSos, the 4th episode is I clickbait Derek committing animal cruelty.
Well, I did.
We've been on the unhinged grind. Yeah. Like the 4th ever episode of BeerSos, I clickbait Derek doing animal cruelty. We've been unhinged. This isn't a new thing.
Should I have been a serial killer, dude?
Yes, we should have both been serial killers. But we did something equally as insane, which is starting a fucking podcast.
And I think, we do unhinged shit, but realistically,
like I gave you a necklace and it had my cum in it. And guys, I'm being fucking serious. I actually jerked off in that necklace. Like my cum is in there.
Yep.
I gave you that necklace.
I'm asking for it. I would wear it every single time, but the more it sits in a warm room, the more I don't want it on me.
Yeah,
valid. For me, obviously, it's not going to touch my skin. It's in a vial. But it's like, I know I'm not going to fall off this bridge, but I'm still scared of the heights, bro.
Yeah. But I understand where certain projections come from, and I have to be okay with it. We just need to keep having fun, you know?
And it is fun.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a lot more fun when I stop reading the comments and dictating how I see myself.
I feel like that's a big issue. And that's why I stopped, because I don't deserve to see the goodness if I only focus on the bad stuff. I don't deserve it. So if only the bad things influence how I see about how I perceive myself, it's not good. Also, I told Derek this when I stopped reading comments. I don't want to know if I'm being praised. I don't know if if I'm being hated. I don't want to know, because I want my self-image to come from myself. Even if I'm being fucking praised, oh, Nico's so hot, Nico's the best, I don't want to fucking know. If people hate me, I don't want to.
Nico's glowing.
I don't want to fucking know. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think, that's what you said about like viewing yourself purely based on what you think of yourself is the best.
Yeah.
I think even like in the last week, I've been on a date, and the thing I'm thinking about the most is like, wow, this TikTok got a lot of hate. I mean, that's when I realized, like, yo, I gotta chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because well, the thing that pissed me off actually recently was, and we get this a lot, unfortunately, but it'll be like one of the top comments will just be like, wow, like I get stupider every time I listen to you. But you wouldn't say that at a comedy show. You wouldn't heckle, wow, Pete, every time you talk, it's making me stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You say it to us.
But also at the same time, what is the real? I'm so curious. If it's because we say some dumbass shit, bro.
But it's comedy.
Yeah, actually, because I mean, people honestly, everything we say is a joke, but people don't know that.
People don't realize that we are a comedy podcast. We want to be comedians.
Yeah.
So they'll be like when I say that, oh, I'm gonna kill you if you do this, guys. I'm not actually gonna kill him.
He's not actually gonna
so
fucking
why are you
eliminate me.
DMing me being like, you're actually a psycho and you're gonna kill your best friend? Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah. and people are always gonna do that. There's always gonna be people to do that, and that's okay. That's fine. I think
how we're viewed on socials. Every time I talk about how we're viewed, I'm not talking about long form listeners.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are goated, but I think on socials people see us like as these stupid kids.
Yeah,
and like that would have been fine when we were 18. But it is like it's sort of like when I tell my mom I want to do something and she's like, you can do that?
What do you mean?
Like, it's sort of like, I don't know, I seek validation in my mom.
Yeah.
So if I were to say, this has happened before, hold on.
Oh, shit, give it to me.
But like, if I say like, oh, I'm really interested in X thing as a career, if she were to just be like, oh, like, I don't think you can do it.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me when I'm making this joke and everyone's just calling me stupid, but it's like, guys, I'm trying to be funny. It's comedy. It sort of feels like that for me, even though like those are two different things. It's sort of like pushing me down. Both of them are in the same way pushing me down. In the ways I seek validation.
Or could I give you an example? Like, this is something that just popped out to me now, and I did read the comment section on this because this was on Instagram, but when we did the red flag green flag episode, we did a fake bit where we're like where I don't remember exactly what we said, but we're like,
it was like
boyfriends, play this to your girlfriend. This is why you shouldn't post your girlfriend on social media. And it was clearly like the biggest joke of all time. Like, we're like, you really want to expose your girl? Like, you got to watch out for her digital footprint. You got to watch out her digital footprint.
I literally say, like, this is a fake video, and I literally say, dude, what if you get deep faked into a porno? Like, oh my God, never post on Instagram.
But people, unfortunately, didn't realize that was a joke, and that's gonna happen, and it's part of it. You know,
it's part of it, and I'll get used to it. 100%.
And you can either be open to dialogue with these people or not. You know,
I'm going not because I'm going not.
Yeah.
As of Derek Zoo, 3:56. Monday, August 19th. Every time I check the comment section, I will tally it, and then the next episode, you get to slap me that many times.
I'm so down.
I'm
so down. I'm so fucking down.
And I'm sure that there's content creators that are very confident in themselves that don't take hate personally, but like we're kind of new to this. It hasn't even been a year since we first made our video episode.
Yeah.
I think
we're very new to this.
We are going to grow into a more confident state. My assumption is that we're going to be more confident with ourselves, and those hate comments actually won't mean anything because you realize that rationally, people that leave hate comments are fucking losers.
Yeah.
I just like, and if they went up to me and said that to me, I would laugh in your face.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But it's like you're commenting with a horse as a profile picture, and I don't know you, so I can't cook the shit out of you. But I swear to God, you come up to me and say that shit. Oh, you're getting fucking mocked. Oh, you're gonna get mocked.
Yeah, and I think one day it won't bother you anymore. And I'm not. I don't want to act like it doesn't bother me. I just don't read them, so I can't be bothered.
It's like
right?
knowing that your girlfriend has like 30 bodies, but like, you don't ask, bro.
No, it's like let's
like,
just
chill.
Yeah.
I'm not about to ask all the details. I'm gonna just let you. That's in the past.
Yeah,
I don't need to know the details. That's sort of the same shit. Like, don't tell me.
You just don't. And but also. I also don't want to know if people are saying nice things because I want my perception of me to come from me.
Yeah.
You know, and unfortunately, my perception of me is not great. And it's something I'm working on. It's something I'm trying to do.
I think we can look back on this episode in like 2 years and be like, huh, pussies.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I mean, that's my goal in
That's
life.
the goal.
I've said this on the show before. My goal in life is to look back at myself each year and realize how cringe I was being. Because my 21-year-old self was objectively a pussy.
Yeah.
And my 21-year-old self thought my 20-year-old self was a pussy. My dream is when I'm 23 to look back at me as a 22-year-old and be like, what the fuck was he doing on a regular
basis?
Maybe
the comments were right.
You know? Yeah. They were right. And some of them are. Sometimes we're being idiots. Sometimes we're being fucking stupid. And people are going to say that. And sometimes there's truth in it. Sometimes there isn't. It is what it is. There's a difference between putting yourself in a fishbowl where everything is just being echoed and just and letting in genuine criticism. There's a difference between just putting yourself in a fishbowl and then being open to zero criticism at all. You know what I mean? And learning the difference is super important.
I think when we're talking about like, oh my god, hate comments this, hate comments that, we're not talking about genuine criticism. We all know that the hate comments on Instagram aren't usually genuine criticism. It's like, wow, what a pussy loser bitch. It's usually that. That's what we're talking about. Because people on the internet are like that. Nobody actually wants to create change on the internet. That's what you do in real life. Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Like if you're leaving a hate comment, you don't want to create change. You're just
doing it for the sake of fucking doing it.
You don't want me to actually change. You're not criticizing me so I can be a better person. You just want to be mean.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get your bullying out when you're a kid, you know? That's why we're nice now. That's why I cooked the shit out of this kid in high school.
Yeah, because he had to get it out of the way.
I had to get it out.
You know what I mean?
Thanks, bro.
No, I got you. I'm glad to take that punching bag, you know? And like, I just feel like it is jarring when I thought, I was surprised when people weren't like me because I never got mad over the internet. I never left a hate comment. And then when people do, it's jarring because you would never do that. So you would be like, why do other people do that?
Yeah, like I always thought I was a very likable person. Even
there's always going to be people not like us.
And I always thought that my opinions were generally recognized as the opinions of most people. And I'm going to reference a certain thing, but when I said that I wouldn't date someone that does porn, that one specifically stuck out to me because, you know,
did people not like that one?
People did not like that one.
Damn.
And it was surprising to me because that's a thing that I want to say generally to like the 95th, I will say confidently to like the 98th percentile, people don't want their girlfriend doing porn. Yeah. Very common. And I don't care if you do it or not. I'm saying for me. Yeah. But there was a couple people that would attack my relationships calling me like insecure and that like, wow, like you're so controlling. And if I was single, maybe I wouldn't take that to heart. But now it's like, okay, now you're roped in my relationship. And I know they're not trying to, but I'm roping in my girlfriend now.
You're doing it subconsciously,
I'm doing it subconsciously. Now they're calling me controlling over her. And I'm defensive over her. And that shit pissed me off. Because if it was a valid take, fuck it. But I don't want to see her getting backshotted.
Yeah, and the thing is, I feel like you're gonna have to draw a line in your head where you either take something personally or don't. As an example, well, I feel like as an example, what you just discussed, like that specific comment, you don't have to take that personally. But if someone has genuine criticism, like someone could be like, "Oh, the pacing of this episode was really bad."
That's like, okay, maybe
maybe the pacing of this episode was really bad. Yeah, you know, and that they could be right about that, and then you might correct that in the future, you know?
I'm glad you mentioned taking it personal. Yeah. Because I take things personal a lot, even in real life shit. I don't know if you remember this, but this shit like pissed me off. And that's because I take like, especially our career, I've always been insecure that like I dropped out of school to do this. And like the insecurity has subsided a lot more than it did before because we've become more successful. But there's still hints of it. And when we were talking to one of our friends, blah, blah, and she was like, "Oh yeah, my dad thinks you guys are stupid and doesn't take your career seriously." I went home and like got fucking pissed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
she was like, "Oh, he thinks the podcast thing is."
Wait, who said this?
At Grand Boulevard.
Gabagoo. He would fucking think that though.
I know, and I don't care about what he thinks, but I do. I thought I wouldn't, but I do.
I think I literally said this to you and Derek. Remember when we were getting coffee before we shot, and I said something to you guys, and I was working on something, and I said, I am not taking anything personally anymore. Like even in person, I just don't take it personally. Bro, you know,
I've realized that us as a duo, there has to be a dude that takes it personally, bro.
It's not me. It's not me, brother. I don't take it personally.
We actually have to be, the equilibrium has to cancel out.
But even as an example, like say I'm just gonna use the word. I'm gonna use our friend here as an example. Alex didn't do this, but say he said something that objectively is like kind of rude. I just would not take it personally. I just don't, because I think something I've had to learn, or something I've come to an understanding of, is like everyone has such a unique take on everything. Like, I will view something differently than you will view something because our upbringings were slightly different. We grew up in different ways, and we have different takes. We have different takes on a lot of things, you know, but I see where your take comes from, and I might not agree with it, but I understand where it comes from, and I don't take your opinion personally. I don't take anyone's opinions personally. As an example, our friend's dad, I know for this, he works a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know, he has a standard 2-daughter wife family. He has that white
and he has a garden
lifestyle, and he has a garden
and on Sundays he goes to church
and he mows the fucking lawn. And he cares way too much about his lawn, right? Of course that guy's gonna think of course he's gonna think that about 2 dropout podcasters from fucking college. Of course he's gonna think that. I just don't take it personally, because it's like, he's gonna think that. It doesn't mean it's true. It also might mean it's true. We fucking dropped out of college when we had 1,000 followers on Instagram. Dumb as hell. Thank God it fucking worked. Thank God. Right? We were stupid to do that. He's right. But I'm not going to take it personally.
Why? Dude, I was supposed to say that, dumbass. But that was supposed to be coming out of my mouth.
Because I practice what you preach on a regular basis. And I've worked so hard. I've worked so hard at calming my anxiety because I realized I can't live like that for like a decade longer. You know, it burns you out to really take everything to heart. And at some point I was just like, I can't give a fuck anymore. Like, I just can't.
Even like real life personal, like real life shit.
Yeah. Like, if somebody said something that like made me like, as an example, I'm literally gonna bleep this out of the show. And when you don't have that, he's gonna cook you about it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean his way is right. Doesn't mean my way is right. We just have different ways of doing it, and that's fine. I'm not gonna take it personally.
Bro, you're enlightened.
Thank you. Thank you. No, and it was all you. It was all you who did that.
The student has passed the teacher.
No, but at the same time, you were there at a certain point. I think
I was there. I used to be so confident in my opinions, in the way I lived, in what I did.
Yeah.
I think I've just been broken down.
But at the same time, I don't set myself I can easily be broken down. Easily I can be broken down, but I don't set myself up in positions to do that.
Yeah.
You do first thing in the morning. You set yourself up in a position to be broken down.
First thing in the morning, it's like, now I've been broken down a little bit, and then I get a coffee and I say Derek, but they give me, my name's Jared now. Okay. Yeah. So they write my name wrong, and that broke me down a little bit more, right? And then I spill water on my sock and I have to change socks.
Yeah.
And then I read another comment, and then all of a sudden, like, it takes like one person's criticism for me to actually just be in like the worst mood for like the whole day.
But also we're in it together too. Like I'm so thankful that we're doing this as a team. I couldn't do it by myself.
No, fuck no.
I could not fucking do it by myself. We're on the same team here. We have a team going. We're on the same side, and we're dealing with it together. Like, when I fucking called you at 4 a.m. freaking the fuck out, you know, we're in it together.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what? You should find the comment that you call me for and beat the shit out of that guy.
But what would that do?
Maybe I just want to punch somebody. I think we should box.
You want to punch me in the face?
I think we should box.
For Patreon.
You guys, Patreon. Should we
No, that'll actually be such fire content. We gotta do that. We gotta post that like on Reels or some shit. If we box, we gotta post it, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would you guys drop in the comments, would you want to see us box, and who you got? Who you got, and why you saying me? Because I'm a win.
You saw me. You saw my acrobatics at the beach, though, bro.
But that's, dude, boxing.
I feel like you're taller than me naturally.
You could do like a.
You could probably beat me just because you just genuinely have so much more reach over me.
But also, every morning I fake punch the mirror. Like, I'll go like.
Bro, shadow boxes the mirror.
Like, as my girlfriend, I do that probably 5 times a day. I'm always shadow boxing.
Dude, why, bro?
It's fun to me.
You know who did that?
Gabagoo. Yo. It's fun, bro. You gotta try
No,
it.
we would do it in public. It's so
Okay, I don't
embarrassing.
do it in
We would be
public.
at a bus stop. We would be at a bus stop, and this guy would fucking fake shadow box. Like, and there's like a little girl next to us. It's like, dude, stop, bro. We're in public. Don't shadow box, bro. And he'd do it in public, dude.
What do you think people around us think? Even should we start close or unclose? Like,
let's go from furthest to in.
Yeah,
I think people externally, like just seen us on the street or just kind of know us, like a brief conversation.
Both.
They probably think we're fucking monkeys, bro. Like
we're goofs.
Like we're just goofs because we portray ourselves as goofs a lot of the time. I think the closer you get, the more serious you can take us.
But I want to say that even the person that walks by us on the street, or the person that, not the person that walks by us on the street, I just think they're thinking like, oh, look at this SoCal Val player. Whatever, you don't know me.
He's probably Radiant in Valorant.
Yeah, which is like, no, I don't want to be good at that game. I'm bronze, okay? I'm iron.
He's iron, guys.
But I think if we have a conversation with somebody, I want to say confidently, because real life is a different game than the internet.
Yeah,
people like us.
I would like to say so. I would like to say so.
Like, I think we're pretty unlikable sometimes on the internet.
100%.
But we are likable in real life. Like, every time we meet somebody new, I would like to say that we leave a good impression. We had a good conversation and we made them laugh.
Yeah.
And they leave our conversation being like, hey, those are good kids.
Yeah. I would like to say so. I hope so. I always assume,
want to confidently
assume not, but I would hope so.
No, I'm confidently saying that right now.
Well, we're also not we're not rude. Like, no. If we see in person, we'll look at them, shake their hand, introduce ourselves, ask them how they are. We get along
with everyone, I want to say. Like, even if like at the office,
yeah,
the different demographics of all those people, I want to say we get along with literally everyone.
Yeah, and I think it's because we're open. We're open to everything, to be honest. Like, you're willing to try any restaurant. You're willing to try any type of person.
That's true.
You know, and I think we're pretty open in that scenario.
The pickiest eaters, or the pickiest people that,
like, if you like buttered noodles, bro, you're just hard to talk to.
Like, if you only in California roll, like your friends look exactly like you.
Yeah, like
to the T. Like, it's hard. It's hard to hang out with.
Yeah. So I feel like maybe that's why we can be more interpersonal in that sense, because we're literally open to try anything. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I know who I kind of get a sense of who I can't get along with, but I'm still down to try hanging out with them. Just not one-on-one though. Fuck that.
How do you think you want to be perceived in person?
How I want to be perceived? I don't really have a lot to say here. Like, I don't necessarily feel this need to be like taken as this cool person, but at the same time, I know that's something I can't accomplish. Like, I know my aura is not good,
but that doesn't mean it's not accomplishable.
But I just want people to think I'm a nice guy. I mean, whoa, not after that live ratio. No. I just want people to think I'm just literally a nice person. That's
not in like a nice guy way of like, oh, this Asian girl won't date me. They only date white people.
Dude,
not like that.
Dude, I wanted to see what the comments were on that video so badly, but I just didn't check.
People were like making fun of you in like a, oh my god, what? They weren't saying like what a bitch. They were saying like, haha, caught him in the act. That's because I want to say, like, even though it was dual posted, Derek's audience is older.
Yeah,
so they don't realize that they're a lot less critical. That's not necessarily true either, but it wasn't as critical as you probably think.
Okay, let's go. Okay, because I honestly thought it was the worst.
Like,
I built it up in my head
in like a funny way.
Yeah,
they weren't like, oh my god, that guy should die and he should never get love.
The thing is like, I remember for probably like 5 minutes after I said that, I was so tilted. But I was like, in my head, I was like, you know what? People are gonna think what they're gonna think. It fucking is what it is.
He's a nice guy.
It's like, I am a nice guy.
It's your vibe, bro.
It's part of it. It's part of it.
You want to be seen as a person that's respectful.
That's it. That's honestly, I'll take that. I don't have.
You know what that means? That means you're not overcompensating for anything. Like, when I say, oh, I want this many followers because I want this status.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I love about BeerSos is, unfortunately, that it gives me status.
Yeah.
Like, I love it, but the status, like, it, you know, it's like a Coke with a ramen,
I don't even
bro.
think, dude, how many followers we have? We are not that prominent, bro. On YouTube, we have what? We get 10K views a video.
But what if you 2 years ago ran into us.
Oh shit, that'd be crazy. Actually,
Right? You're right.
Yeah, I get it.
That'd be crazy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it gives me the sense of like status that just jerks me off in the right spot.
Just don't look at the follower count. Just don't.
But it feels that. But the thing is, that part feels good. So it's like I know that it probably isn't healthy, but the fact that I care about status so much means that I am overcompensating for something. This is the classic big truck, small dick guy.
Could I ask, what are you overcompensating for? Like, what are you?
I don't think I'm cool. Maybe.
Damn.
Maybe that's why I try so hard to be cool.
Because you just don't think you're cool.
Maybe
What to you is cool? Because from what you've said, from what I've perceived, I think what you think is cool is Ferrari, money, millions of followers. Do you think that's cool? The only reason why I give a fuck about the follower count is because I don't want to live in my mom's basement forever, but I also want to do this as my job, and more followers equals more potential money made. That's the only reason why I give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
for me, I just care so much about what I'm not even talking about the internet.
Yeah.
I'm talking about we walk into a party. I want people to know that like I'm him so bad.
Do you not think you're him?
Maybe not.
Because I don't think I'm him, but I'm also okay with that. You know?
But it's like, why do I want to be him? Like that has to come from a sense of like inadequacy, right?
And maybe like
this is the classic F-150 small dick.
Do you think you're good looking?
Yes.
Objectively, you think you're good looking?
Significantly less than 4 months ago, and that's purely because I've got broken down, I think.
Yeah.
Like, and nobody even like comments on my looks or anything. I just getting broken down in confidence of opinion and like just who you are will affect how you look. But
yeah, I think this is something that people can literally take track of. You know, as an example, falling in love with each other. You literally cried on the episode. That wasn't that long ago. I mean, it was kind of long. It was like a couple months ago, but
February,
it wasn't fucking that long ago. I think you've really put effort into opening yourself up to me, to your girlfriend, to people around you, even to your mom. You know, you've grounded yourself, and I think you've opened up yourself more where you can cry and I can give you a hug, and it's natural and it's okay. And I think that also comes with the more open you are, the more arrows that can get through, because you haven't practiced the shield of like holding up the shield of I'm gonna let proper criticism come through, but bullshit I'm not gonna let come through.
Yeah,
you know,
like I think I'm like the only way I can put this in an understandable way is like I think I'm one bad event in my life from being like, guys don't cry.
Like you could switch up so quick.
Like I'm like my cat dies and I turn into the never show feelings. Guys don't cry.
Yeah,
you know who I am? I'm top G.
You're oh god,
okay.
Bro is top G.
My cat's not gonna die anytime soon. And if it does, naturally, I'm not top G. But I'm saying like I feel like my sense of security in who I am is so on thin ice.
Damn, was it always like that?
No,
because
no.
Can I say something here? I can cut it off if you want. I feel like as an example, take you from a year ago. I think you were more confident just because your ego was way more activated.
Definitely.
Your ego, like you've talked about how you've had an ego. No lie, bro. It is not that activated as it used to be.
No, when I used to think I actually was like God, bro.
You used to think you were God.
Yeah.
Now you think you're like just one of God's servants.
Yeah.
You know,
like
you're still kind of close to
I feed him
God.
grapes.
Like that's
when he goes like this.
You're still in the painting, but you're the grape feeder.
Yeah, but in like you know like the 12 people or like what is it like that dinner painting
in the Last Supper?
I'm in one of them.
Yeah, you're like on the far left. You're on the far left.
Like I'm insignificant. You know? I didn't kill Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, Moses did that shit. No, you're not Moses.
Yeah, I'm not Moses.
You're Zuiz.
Yeah.
You know.
So since the ego's down, my heightened sense of like goatedness is gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, I feel like maybe it's okay. So now you saying that, I think I'm coming to a conclusion. Like, I've never done meth. Meth analogy.
Jerk off analogy incoming.
Meth or jerk off analogy. You know, jerk off analogy.
Okay, give it to me.
I feel like we haven't done a jerk off analogy.
Guys, I've been craving a jerk off analogy.
It's like if you go no fap for like 2 weeks, but like you're still thinking about wow, no fap is good.
Yeah.
I feel better. Wow, I wish I could bust a nut right now. That's me with my ego. It's like, wow, like I know my life is better like this. Wow, it felt good. like busting the nut in this sense is like reverting to ego.
Yeah, and it's so easy to slip back into that at any point.
Yeah.
And I think
no fap relapse.
I don't care what anyone fucking says, you have an ego. It is part of your survival instincts. Every single person out of the 10 billion of us, maybe one fucker doesn't have an ego.
And
everyone else
they're
does.
Dying soon.
You know,
they have no instinct.
Yeah, because everyone has an ego. It's part of your defense mechanism, right? But it's just like, what part of that ego do you want to act on? I have an ego, but that doesn't mean you have to fucking act on your ego all the time. You know?
Ego.
Funny ass word. But what else are you insecure about?
I've always done the serious thing really hard. Where I want to, like, even if someone's like, and you brought this up the other day.
Oh my God, yeah.
Thing.
Dude, I went on a date with this girl and we're actually going on our third date. Fucking awesome. But she kept calling me
she might
silly.
Be your wife, bro.
Maybe. Probably not. But she kept calling me silly. And I always thought, like, I kept perceiving that as a bad thing. It took Hannah and Kaya to tell me that it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. But I literally took that so personally when she kept calling me silly. So doesn't that mean you want
to be taken serious a little bit too?
Well, I just didn't know why I thought I was doing like hella normal things, but then I realized I was actually being kind of silly, but that's a good thing. But part of me, in some contexts, I want to be taken seriously, and then I'm not because we do a jerk off analogy, you know?
Guys, it was a no fap analogy. I wasn't even fapping in my analogy.
But that's part of it. That's part of where the narrative comes from.
So you got a little bit too. You got the serious.
No, exactly.
Desire.
I have an ego as well. You know, you have to have a bit of, you have to be a narcissist to think that what you have to say is so special you can upload it to the internet and expect people to watch it. You have to be a narcissist to a certain extent.
Like, we wouldn't have started a podcast if we didn't have a certain amount of
narcissists aren't content creators, bro. I mean, people who aren't narcissists aren't content creators.
High ego.
Yeah. You know, like, to think that what I have to say is so special, I can spread it on the internet and people should listen.
I'm going to go on my computer and stare at me and my friend while I edit this. Yeah. And we look so good because we have fire lighting.
Yeah. It's like that. Like, you have to be narcissistic to a certain extent to think that you can do these things, you know?
And my hair mask looks good today.
I look so good today. Actually, no lie, guys. I literally put Derek's video layer above mine just because I can't look at myself for too long. Like, I have to look at Derek. That's a part of something I'm working on too, but yeah.
I wonder what would happen to my subconscious if I put you on the above layer. Because I stare at myself.
I can't stare at myself.
And it used to be like oh my God, I'm so hot. But now it's like let me make sure I don't do something weird with my body. Huh. I noticed that I always I always crack my neck, but it looks like a spasm, and like I was really subconscious about that in one of the previous episodes.
Yeah. Huh,
so you know what? You're gonna be my top layer guy.
I'm gonna top you.
You're gonna top me,
dude. I'm gonna be topping Derek today.
Topping
I usually bottom for both of us, but I guess I'll be topping you. Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a question now.
Yeah. What's up?
What do you think of when people always are like, "Oh my God, they definitely fuck each other," or like they're so gay?
We ask for it, to be honest. We're asking for it. We literally are like a couple weeks from now, we're releasing an episode where we read fan fiction that you guys wrote about us. We asked for it partly like we literally upload I feel like we haven't let it affect our relationship at all.
No.
You know, like we have not let it affect our relationship in any sort of way. So I understand where the sentiment comes from because we are two Twinkie looking men.
Yeah, who take care of themselves.
Or
outgoing.
Yeah, so I can see where people say that. I just genuinely think it's another projection and it is what it is.
Yeah. I think
but also I don't have a girlfriend. Like, you have a girlfriend.
Being in a relationship, when like I was in a relationship, that didn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah.
But being in a relationship, again, maybe I'm just insecure about people taking, like, I want to have control over my relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like control is a big theme in my life.
Yeah.
So when people are like, "Oh my God, he's so gay coded," to think that my girlfriend doesn't feel anything about that is ignorant either, which affects my relationship. Like, imagine you were dating a girl who did a podcast and everyone's like, "Oh my God, scissor girls, they're scissoring and they're so lesbian."
Yeah.
Like, to say that wouldn't affect you to the slightest bit, even to the 1%.
Wrong. Yeah. And I respect your girlfriend for really, I think I've never felt, she doesn't really let that, from my perspective, I don't know what goes on in your relationship, but like I don't think she's really externally vocalized that. She hasn't internalized it either. She just deals with it and she understands that it's not true.
Yeah.
You know?
And even like when you get into a like a long-term relationship, you're gonna have the talk early on where it's like people are gonna say shit.
Yeah.
And when you do get posts on Instagram, eventually,
Yeah.
maybe even a story post,
Mm-hmm.
even just mentioning you're in a relationship, people are gonna say shit. And it takes like a sort of mental strength to date a content creator.
Well, no, like, dude, 90 when you did your like collaboration post with your girlfriend, 99% of people were like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome! Happy for you, Derek! Happy for you, Derek!" That 1% spam reported your girlfriend's account, and she got and post got taken down.
Yeah,
you know. And then I saw the DMs you guys were getting. It was so inappropriate. Like how that 1% handled you having a girlfriend was just so inappropriate and so parasocial. Once again, it's the 1%. 99% of you guys, oh my god, love you, Derek. Like, you guys look so cute together. You guys are awesome.
Like to the 1%, you have no chance, by the way.
Yeah.
Just
sorry, guys.
Now, bro.
and the way they handled that was so inappropriate.
Yeah.
I have kind of learned from that. And the day I get a girlfriend, I am going to be very careful.
You do have to be careful
about what I post about her, or even giving her name
for your sake, but also your partner's sake.
Yeah, because fuck, it takes a mental.
For her sake, I'm sure she would confidently say, "Yeah, I know what I signed up for, but it's not like she likes it."
Yeah, you know, and
no way.
And I respect her so much for really not letting it affect her mental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I also think that's because you've done such a good job of being a secure boyfriend and reassuring her, which is fantastic. And that's something that I just got to keep in mind when the day comes where I get a girlfriend.
And you know what? I took the first steps.
Yeah, no, I've learned. I'm going to do it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I think at the time I didn't care about much comments as I did now. So at the time,
I think I've gotten less. I've gotten less. Yeah. I've cared less. And at the same time, we've said a lot of takes today, and I'm so curious what people have to say about what we have to say. I know there's going to be people that disagree with what we have to say today.
Surely at least a couple people are like, that's what you signed up for.
Yeah.
You're so privileged.
Well, no, it's true. That's what we signed up for. It is true. And it is true. And I'm so curious what people have to say about this, but I'm not going to read them.
I'll read the YouTubes. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read. I don't know what is going to get clipped on here, but I think what also people have to realize is like, if I was a billionaire and I really wanted Erewhon smoothie for $50 and they didn't have the smoothie, to act like that wouldn't tick me off a little bit just because I'm a billionaire is stupid. I wanted my Erewhon smoothie.
I don't even know what that is.
Erewhon.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like that LA grocery store that's like all the celebrities go to, and it's like $50 for a smoothie and stuff.
Jesus Christ, bro!
It's like Justin Bieber spotted at Erewhon with Hailey Bieber.
I've never even heard of the smoothie company. You think this guy has heard of it before? Because you just got, brother. You just got, brother. Who is this man? Who is this handsome?
That is a handsome man.
Look at this handsome patron, bro. I like his hair,
and I actually used to have that haircut. Mine's just longer.
He's got that thermal scope. What are these lines?
I think my printer got fucked up.
Damn.
And he's got the glasses, the shades. You just got. How did he get on my wall?
How do you get on the wall? How do you get on the wall?
He's on the Patreon. We're gonna be reading hate comments on the. No, we're not.
Nah, we can't do that. We're gonna. What do we want to do today on the Patreon?
Let's go into our personal lives.
Okay, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
We're gonna be. Actually, I asked for a bunch of pictures, so we're gonna be reacting. Because we always ask for pictures on the Patreon.
Oh, yeah, we haven't done one for a while just because we've been playing catch-up mode for a little bit.
Also, my mom just put the ink in. Yeah. All right, I don't know how to change the ink. Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Mom, for doing this.
When my mom moves out, what am I going to do? Like, what if I need to change the ink? You know, there's just small shit like that.
You're gonna have to learn. But you'll learn because you're going to course correct.
Oh, my God, I put a library show vlog out there that was actually pretty funny.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty fucking fire, bro. I've been dancing in that.
It's free.
It's free. Is it free?
I didn't even tell anybody.
Is it free?
It's free.
I didn't even know it was fucking free. No, this is a genuine reaction. I didn't even know it was fucking free, guys. Damn. You're such a nice guy, bro.
I'm a nice guy. You know, I give back to community. Like, anybody that's like, Derek, you're such a piece of shit. Look at this.
Guys, look at
this.
Guys, this is basically giving $1 billion worth of donation to cancer research, what he's done today.
Exactly. And you know what? I think they have the cure for cancer, bro. We go to the moon. Where's the cure for cancer?
Where is it, guys?
See, like, guys, that's not real.
It's a fucking joke.
BeerSos.